8 foot. So he said about the arpanam of the annam to the Prajapati. So Brahmachari Shaunaka Kabya has explained this to the others, that this is the truth, so you have to offer that to them. Is why when we are eating probably, I have given those shlokas in our acharam, like Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavihi. See, the annam is given to the Brahman, Brahmarpanam, which is going to the Brahman. It is a Brahman Prajapati. The same thing is being to us right here. It is being given to the Brahman. Annam is given to the Brahman. So the annam should be taken as it is being given to the Brahman. So when something is given to the Brahman, when something is given to the God, how it is given. Now all those explanations you contemplate and create it. It has been told so many times, but you can do it yourself. When they heard about this, all the details, Shaunaka Kapeya, the Brahmachari, and he explained the importance of it. They thought he is only a fake Brahmachari. When he told the Brahma Tattvam, Brahmajnanam, they were ashamed and they were guilty. So they said, Dattaha Bhiksham. Hey, please give him the food. Dattaha Bhiksham. Immediately give him food first. So they offered him food for the Brahmachari. Tasma uhatadusте vayete panchanye dasha santastaskudam tasmat sarvasu vishvannameva dasha kritah saisha viradannadidayeda sarvadrishtam sarvamasyedam drishtam bhavatyanyado bhavati evam veda Iti Tritiya Khandaha Samaptam. Concluding the third chapter, Maharshi said that to him they did give Tasma Uha Taduste Vayeti. To him they give. Why? Because they identified. What is that identified? Taduste vayati panchanye dasha. It is not a simple thing, game. What is that? That they are 5 and 5 different from the group organs, and that are 5 different from the group make up the 10. Panchanye dasha santataskutam tatsmat sarvasu. They constitute everything. They constitute the krita dasha krita saisha krita loka kritaha. Therefore these 10 existing in 10 directions. These 10 are existing in 10 directions. Are food indeed. They are krita, that is why what is Virat, the eater of food. By him all this is perceived. He who knows thus, sarvam drishtam, sarvam asyedam drishtam, bhavanyadeda, bhavati evam veda, sa evam veda. The one who knows like this, the one who knows like this, for him all things become perceived and he becomes the eater of the food, he says. He is classifying why. You understand this paragraph? Nothing can be else. Like this. To him they did give. These are the 5 and different from the other. That are 5, the different from the other group, make up 10. They constitute krita. Tasmat sarvasu vishwaneva dasha kritaha. Krita. Therefore, these 10 existing in these directions are food indeed, and they are krita. That is what is called Virat, the eater of food. By him all this is perceived. He who knows thus, he who knows thus. Repeat it. For him all things become perceived. He becomes an eater of the food, is the meaning of this shloka. What is that? Tasma uhadatuste vayete. To him they give. To whom? To the brahmachari. Why he gave the bhiksha to brahmachari? Not out of fear, not out of listening to the brahmachari, some words of the appreciation, some words of clarification, some words of knowledge. No, because these two who initially did not identify the brahmachari, they thought he's fake brahmachari. When he told the explanations of the annam, immediately they said that give him bhiksha, dataha bhiksha, dataha bhiksha. Not out of fear, not out of this, not out of reverence. From where that reverence has come? That he identified. Not only that he has told, they could see, they could identify, they could see that he is the Virada. What is the Virada? Virada is that the one who is spread all over the Dasha, 10 Dishas, is called the Virada. Is why Dasha Avatara, Dasha Avatara. Why not Ekadasha, Ekadashodar? If the 10 forms can be taken by Vishnu, one more, let it be there. Why not 11? Dasha Avatara. Avatara can be from 10 directions only. Is it not? From 10 directions, in 10 directions, to 10 directions is Dasha Avatara. So Dasha is very important. There are 10. What are these 10 directions? What are the 10 directions? What he means here is that he says, what is that? These that are 5 and different from the other, these that are 5 and different from the other, these that are 5 and different from the other. Again, repeat it. One is that these that are 5 and different from the other, and these that are 5 and different from the other make up 10. So Dasha. This Dasha is the one. They constitute the Krita. So these 10 are existing in 10 directions. This is called the 10 directions. Not east, west, south, northeast, northwest, southwest. 8 directions, and top and bottom 10 directions. Dasha. That's also direction, no doubt about it. Upanishad doesn't talk about east. There is no east, there is no west. There is no south. What is he saying? What are these Dasha? These 5, these that are 5. Which are the 5? Agni, Vayu, Jalam, Prithvi, Akasha. these that are five and different from the other. What are the different from the other? They are different from the other. Other means what? That which is non-existent. One is called the existent, another is a non-existent. Existent is that which is visible. Prakritik, that it is can be seen. That which can be seen is the five. And the gunas of these five are which is invisible, which is known as the existence, from where this has come. That five, that's what the meaning of it. What is he says? These that are five and different from the other. You see? So 10. Because fire alone, fire is that which can be seen. Agni can be seen. Agni Tattva cannot be seen. Vaishwanaram cannot be seen. Agni can be seen. But Vaishwanara cannot be seen. So Vaishwanara is the other group. These that are not those is what he says. But we cannot, there is no clarification. One has to understand this. That's why Upanishad, when you read, you have to understand this. These that are five, which are the five? These are the five. Why? Because why it is connected with Agni? Why? Because we are talking about the Annam, we are talking about the Brahman, we are talking about the Arpanam, Samarpanam to the Brahman. When all these things are coming, who are all connected with that? They are the adhikaris, no? They are the authorities and adhikaris of all the Annam. Why? Agni is required, Jalam is required, Prithvi is required, Vayu is required. No? All these things are Akasham is required for the Annam to grow. So Annam is consisting of, which are the five? Annam is consisting of these five, which are different from the other. From whom? From the Agni, Vayu, Jalam, Pushpam, Jalam and Akasham. It is different. It looks like Annam, it is different. But it is consisting of all this. Is it not? This is consisting of everything. In every grain of rice, in every grain of wheat, these combinations of five are there. There is Agni. When you eat at Annam, you create energy, Urja, Vaishwanara. You create Jalam. You create Vayu from that. You create Akasha. Everything is there. Each and every grain contains all these Pancha Tattva. You remember when I took Ishavasya Upanishad, there was a table provided by Chinmananji. Swamiji has created a chart where he has very clearly told, I think we must be remembering it, I don't know. In Agni Tattva is 50%, Jala Tattva is 20%, Vayu Tattva is 20%, and this is 20%, and Prithvi is 20%. In Jala Tattva, Jalam is 50%, in Agni is 50%. So, in each in 1/4, 1/8, 1/12, and like that, that's been explained. So that means in each Tattva, all the five Tattvas are involved, but we call Agni Tattva as Agni Tattva because Agni Tattva is more in that, that's all. It doesn't mean that it is not there. Because when Agni comes, then from that only the Jalam comes, moisture comes. No. Agni is the creator of the water, Jalam actually. Even though we may think the other way around. I think I have explained this earlier also when Adi Shankara explained about the creation, how from the creation, in each and every small creation also, from the Agni, only that Jalam is created. And from the Jalam only, the Jivatma has been created by adding to the Vayu and the Akash Tattva. So Jalam, so Agni Tattva, from the Agni it is coming. So Jalam is created from the Agni. That's how the creation has come. Even now, even a small creation also is coming based on this principle has been explained that Vaishwanara is created in the Indriyas and the Jalam is created and things like that. And to him, so these are the 5. So each and every grain you will find all the Panchatattva's are there. Those Tattvas which are not seen here but which are that, but they are not of a different group but cannot be seen. So that is called the 5. One is that which are seen, which is Agni, Vayu, Jala Tattva. That are 5 and different from the other group, and these that are 5 different from the other group. One set is that 5 which are different from the other group. Each and every annam has got these tattvas and one group. The other group is that Agni, Jalam, Vayu, Prithvi, Akasha, Sarada group. So this plus this is equal to 10. So in each and every annam there are 10 dishas. Each and every annam is Dashavatara. Each and every annam is Dashavatara. Is why Bhagavan Krishna said, even if you offer 1 grain of rice to me, I will be happy. What is 1 grain of rice? To you, it looks even. We added that even. Bhagavan didn't say even. He said, what he said? He said, 1 grain of rice is good enough for me. He didn't say even. That we added. 1 grain of rice. What is 1 grain of rice? 1 grain of rice is the whole universe. 1 grain of rice is all the tattvas. Is it not? So Bhagavan said, offer me 1 grain of rice. Doesn't mean you go and take that, open that tin, we have got that old tin. No, stainless steel nowadays. We have opened it and take 1 grain of rice. Hey Bhagavan, you told me to give 1 grain of rice. No, what is that 1 grain of rice? From you, these tattvas to be offered, which is known as the Dashavatara, which is the whole universe. You are offering the whole universe. It's called 1 grain of rice. Offer 1 grain of rice. Phalam pushpam patram toyam. Bhagavan said, even you give me only phalam pushpam patram toyam, that is good enough for my puja. What is left in this world after this? Tell me. After this, what is left in this world? In patram, everything is there. In phalam, everything is there. Pushpam, everything is there. And toyam, jalam also. Now, after giving this, is there anything left in the universe? There is nothing. What he says that the whole universe is offered to me. It's not only a representation, like the grain. Like each and every grain contains all the dishas, 10 dishas. 10 disha means 10 direction of the Prakriti, not 10 direction of sun rising direction. No. Disha means not, it is direction, not the direction means what? The direction for the Jivatma to exist and to exhaust. You see? Disha. That's why Diksha they said. In Diksha what do they say? To show the Disha is Diksha. To show the Disha, Guru gives the Diksha. Once the Diksha is given, they have a Disha in which way it has to go. In which way means what? No, not the direction, the northeast. Vastu Shastra. No, it's not that. In which direction we have to go so that we can attain the Brahman. These are the 10 dishas through which you can attain the Brahman. Bhagavan has given 10 dishas. Through any of these you can attain the Brahman. But through these, what happens when you go through these 10 dishas, whichever disha you start with, you ultimately reach the ultimate disha through which you will attain. You go to the Agni, you have the Jalam, Vayu, Akasha and Agni Tattva, even though it is in Agni Tattva. Even if you take Jala Tattva, it is also there in all the Tattvas are there. Vayu Tattva, every Tattva is there. So, in whichever you go, the other Tattvas are already travelled in that, through which you will be in a position to attain the Brahman. So that grain of Annam, whichever grain, that grain of Annam, which consists of these 10 groups, which are not seen here in the group, and those which are seen here as a group, or the 10. So these 10 dishas, because what is seen? That from which is not seen, when you consume it, that which is seen is produced. That which is not, these are capsules, is not. The Annam is a capsule. When that capsule is provided to you, in the process, what happens? The Agni, Jalam, Vayu and Akasha is created from that. But in the Annam, it is not visible. It looks like, that it is a filling agent. No. The moment it goes, the Agni Tattva of that Agni creates the warmth in the body and creates the blood circulate. No, it doesn't clot. All because of the Agni Tattva. Then the Jala Tattva. Then Vayu Tattva, Prana. Prana, we have already talked about the Prana Vayu and Pranayamam and things like that. The Prana is created because of that. And then Akasha Tattva. Akasha Tattva is that where you gain the power of thinking, thought. If you don't eat, will you have power of thinking? Starving, Ekadashi, Dwadashi, Trayodashi, and they will only be starving, they will never be able to think properly. Because they are thinking only about food. It's called preoccupation of the mind about that. So what happens? The Akasha Tattva is also vanished. All the Tattvas are vanished. That is why the Annam is taken. Annam is taken for what now? Is it to fill your stomach? No. For what? Why you have to have all these Tattvas? Again he says, those which are made up, the 10 which is called, again this is the first group I told, that which are 5 and that which are 5 different from the other group, that they constitute the Krita. Therefore, these 10 existing in 10 directions are food of force. Now, one explanation is compared to the grain and the Tattva. Another explanation of the Tattva is that Agni Jalam Vayu and Agni Jala Vayu Prithvi and Akasha are the 5, and in this they are also constituting the Tattvas of Shabda, Sparsha, Rasa, Rupa, Gandha. Vayu is Shabda, and then Sparsha, Rasa, Rupa is again the Agni, and Gandha. So Agni Vayu Jala Prithvi Akasham is also converted into Shabda Sparsha Rasa Rupa Gandha. Shabda Sparsha Rasa Rupa Gandha is not visible, but Agni Vayu Jala Prithvi Akasha is visible. So this group constituting of those which are visible, and that which is constituting of that which is invisible, Shabda Sparsha Rasa Rupa Gandha, they consist of the 10, they are the 10 directions. These are the 10 directions, and the quality of these 10 directions are received. These quality of 10 directions are what? They are Annam, they said. They are Annam. Why? Why this is Annam? Because these are what we are supposed to offer to the God, Lord. The Tattva of the Shabda Sparsha Rasa Rupa Gandha has to be offered for the Brahman. Yes. So everything is Brahma Arpanam. Brahman, not Brahma. Don't misunderstand. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Brahma is not that. No. not that. Brahman. Brahmarpanam means to arpanam to the Brahman. Okay? To the Brahman, that which is Brahmam or Brahman. To arpanam of that which is absolute truth, that which is known as the absolute truth. So when these tattvas are offered to the Brahman, they will be absorbed by the Brahman, that which, they will be absorbed by the Brahman in the form of that which is not visible. Even though Agni, Vayu, Jalam, Akasha, Prithvi, Tattva is the one which is constituting of all this, but that which is, when it is Arpanam is done, the Annam in the form of the Annam or in the form of Agni, Vayu, Jala, Prithvi, Akasham, in this offerings, we do the offering. When we do the offering like this, Brahman is receiving it as Shabda Sparsha Rasa Rupa Gandha. You know, the principles, the tattva is being absorbed by the devatas, they said. Yes. You understood? The tattva is only will be absorbed by the devata or by the Brahman. Now what does it mean again? When I am offering the Panchatattwas or these are Panchatattwas. Panchatattwas to the Sharira or to the Prakriti, both are equal. Here we are taking it, it's also Yajnam. When you pour it in the Agni Kunda, it's also Yajnam. There also it is poured in the Agni, here also it is poured in the Vaishwanadam. There also an offering it is done to the Devatas. That which has been offered is burnt absolutely in the Agni and no form and shape is visible, as I told you about the Yajnam earlier also. No form and shape of anything is visible there. Agni, from the Agni, when they say what is that? Agni is no burning very high because of the ghee is poured there, this is poured there, that is poured there. So the Agni is now burning everything. And after the Agni is burning everything, left out is nothing, ashes only. They have no taste at all. Whatever the gunas are there, whatever the essence is there, they are all gone, and it has gone through the Agni, Vayu, Jala, Prithvi, Akasha, Tattva, it is absorbed. So what they say? They say Devatas will not take it directly, so they will only take it through the Yajnam, through the offering, because they will not take the material as it is. They cannot take the material as it is because they do not have a digestive system like ours. Now, this is all what is explained. Now what is the meaning of it actually? Nothing is wrong. Please don't underestimate our Maharishis and Tapasvis. Great knowledgeable persons. Nothing is wrong. They said they do not have. He said they have golden teeth. Prajapati has got the golden teeth. The golden teeth means what? The gold is a soft material. You cannot chew with golden teeth actually. You know, the pure golden teeth cannot be used for chewing. So is why he says the one who has got the golden teeth, who cannot chew, who is unintelligent, this is what the explanation of the Prajapati has been given. What does it mean? That they do not absorb that the visible, that which are visible to you, that means they are Prakriti, that which is Maya, that which is known as material, that which is matter, is not absorbed by them, because matter is a sthula bhava of the Sukshmata. From the Sthulata, which is the Sthulata? Sharira. So where is the Sthulata? Sthulata is in your eyes actually. Is it not? When you look at something, you identify it as a shape and form, there is a Sthulata. If you do not identify the shape and form, there is no Sthulata. So if you identify, it's a big chapter. If I start that, there will be no end. When you look at an object, when you see something as the Sthula Bhava, then there is a Sukshma Bhava. So you have to convert that Sthula Bhava into Sukshma Bhava, and that Sukshma Bhava is only that which will be absorbed by the Devatas. Devatas means what? You, the Antaratma, the Antakarana, the Antaratma. this can be perceived as in the Sukshma Bhava only, as I already earlier also I told. When you look at a mountain, are you perceiving the mountain? No. The Sukshma Bhava of the mountain is that what you are perceiving, is it not? The whole Himalayas can be seen inside your head. Is your head so big? Let me put it as head. It's not the head actually. In your mind, you can see the whole Himalayas. What is the height of Himalayas? What is the breadth of Himalayas? In measurement. And measurement, what is this? Actually nothing. Much clearer you can see here. The whole thing, is it not? What is that? Even though you look at the Sukshma Sthula Bhava, you are perceiving the Sukshma Bhava. You understood now? So the Devata perceiving only the Sukshma Bhava. That's all. Nothing other than that. Is it clear now? You yourself is perceiving only Sukshma Bhava. So what is the Devata? Devata is that which are the Antaratma, Antakarna, the Devatas. What are they perceiving? Only those Sukshma Bhava. So that which is known as Sthula, it is known as matter, and that matter is also that which is visible to you. Visible to whom? Visible to those who are connected with the matter, who is merged, who can identify the matter only, who can identify only the Sthula Bhava. For them only the Stulata is there. For the ones who identifies the Sukshmata, Stulata is not there. What does it mean again? As I told you, it's a big chapter. It is hundreds of branches and bifurcations are there. Maharishi, when he does the tapasya, he sees the annam as an example I am telling. I am talking about annam, so we talk about annam. He sees the annam as nothing but Brahman. That's all. There is nothing else. And for him, he need not to cook and eat that annam in order to identify the Agni, Vayu, Jala, Prithvi and Akasha, Shabda, Sparsha, Rasa, Rupa, to convert them into Shabda, Sparsha, Rasa, Rupa, Gandha. During the Tapo Bhala, and during the process of Tapo Bhala, and due to his Tapo Bhala, what happens? From the Prakriti. Now here, what happens? The whole Sthula Bhava, what we are identifying as different qualities of Annam, for him there is no quality of Annam. Everything is Annam. All the Dasha Dishaye, all the 10 groups are Annam. This is Krita Yoga, Krita Loka for him. So during the Tapasya, what happens? Because of his Tapobhala, that Tapobhala means what? What is Tapobhala? That he has identified the highest consciousness, he has identified the highest form of the absolute truth through the evolvement of his highest form of the consciousness. Through his highest form of consciousness, he identifies the absolute truth, which is the highest form of the truth, which is absolute truth. When he identifies the truth, what happens? The Sthulata, the difference between the Sthulata and Sukshmata is absolutely dissolved, as because he exists in the Sukshmata, he exists in the Sukshmata, so everything that he sees and experiences, Anubhava, Achara, is only Sukshmata, because he is in the Sukshmata. So the Annam, that what we cook and eat and things like that, that's called the Sthulata, converting into Sukshmata. For him, directly from the Prakriti, he absorbs the Shabda, Sparsha, Rasa, Rupa, Gandha in the form of that, that's all. Like you have to pour in the Yajna Kunda, convert it into the form of energy and give it to Devata, he pours into the Yajna Kunda without pouring it into the Agni physically, he pours it into the Yajna Kunda, he gets the impact, effect of the Shabda, Sparsha, Rasa, Rupa, Gandha or Agni, Vayu, Jala, Prithvi, Akasha is his food. Ahara. So an Ahashaya or intestine or any other liver and other organs are not necessary there. Why? Because he is absorbing the Sukshma Bhava only. When he is Sukshma Bhava, he has got the golden teeth. It is not meant for chewing, but to please you, to smile at you, so that it can shine. When it shines, you will be happy, you will be pleasant. So for him, the teeth is only to please you. So the teeth is an explanation, that's all. Who has got the golden teeth? Who is unintelligent? That I have explained to you in the previous class. What do you mean by unintelligent? So a person who identifies these dishaye, 10 dishaye, therefore the 10 existing 10 directions are food indeed, is what he said. Is it not? Now you understood? 10 directions are food. What is the 10 directions? Thus dishaye, 10 identifications, bifurcations of the thought are the food. Now that food is that what he says, and again, in every annam these 10 are there. Krita means what? Krita yuga, where the karma is no more there. Kritalo. Satyaloka or Krita. Krita, we have already explained about the Krita. Previous chapters, Krita we have explained. Therefore, these 10 existing 10 directions, so these Shabda Sparsha Rasa Rupa Gandha. So each and every energy, each and every identification of the energy. What are the Shabda Sparsha Rasa Rupa Gandha? They are only tattvas of the Agni, Vayu, Jala Tattva, Prithvi, Akasha. The tattvas of that, you see. Without them, this cannot be done. Without them, this cannot be produced. Without them, this cannot come. So they have been, these tattvas have been converted, the Sthula Bhava has been converted into the Sukshma Bhava. So where is Stulata? Stulata is in your vision, in your seeing only. When you see Stulata, then you have got to convert the Stulata into Sukshmata. Because you yourself is in the Stulata. But the one who is in the Sukshmata, can he attain, does he need the Sthula Bhava of these things? It is not necessary. So from the Sthula Bhava, Sukshma Bhava is absorbed. Where is this Sthulata come from? Where has this grains come from? It's again from the Sukshmata. Where did the rice come from? Yes, you may say there are seeds. Okay, fine. From one seed, how many rices come? From one rice, there are minimum 100, 200, 300 rice grains come. That things like this. 2, 300. From where? How? How is it multiplying? One grain of... How much is a grain of rice? And from that 100 grains of rice. What is that? In every sat 100 grains also, the same capacity of this grain is there in that also. How is it? Is the division taking place? It is not multiplication nor division taking place. It's not multiplication nor division taking place like mathematics you do. 1 is equal to 100 grains. No. Then what is that? What is that? From where it comes? This Stulata comes. From the Sukshmata, any amount of Stulata can be created. Reflections there. Yes. Yes, is it not? Do you understand now? From any small grain which has got, what is that? Which has got the Agni, Vayu, Jala, Prithvi, Akasha. This is, one grain is consisting of all this. What is these 100 grains? Agni, Vayu, Jala, Prithvi, Akasha. Nothing other than that. Is he multiplying the Akasha? Is he multiplying the Agni? Is he multiplying the Vayu? 10 Vayus, 100 Vayus, 100 Agnis, 100 Prithvis, 100... No. Understood now? Dishaye. So Dishaye are the food. Directions are the food. Whichever directions, no, all the directions are food only. So if one grain gives 10 grains, or one grain gives 100 grains, or one grain gives 500 grains, in each grain there is the same quantity of Agni, Vayu, Jala, Tattva, Prithvi, is it not? Is it different, or this is consisting of so much? No. From here it is distributed. No, it's not distributed. It is projected. Understand it very clearly. So, how many Atmas are there in the world? One Atma, projected in many shapes and forms. Is why they said, Atma, your Atma and my Atma, both are same purified tattva of the truth. What does that say? Atma doesn't have any identification on pure identification. Tattva is not. Atma doesn't have any qualities. Atma does, Gunadita. Atma doesn't have any identity. No, my Atma, your Atma, even though we call it as like that, but there is nothing called my Atma and your Atma. Once you're dead, there is a tag, so and so's Atma, so and so's Atma. There are no tags. Where is it gone? Mixed with the Atma Tattva. That's all. Now you derive your own. Now there are bifurcations from that. Derive your own karmas from that. You take deviation from, like the 100 grains. The 100 grains are different in shape and form. Some grain may be slightly bigger, some grain may be slightly smaller. Will it be all equal? Even though, even in the smaller grain of rice, also all these Panchatattwas are equal. Bigger grain, also all the Panchatattwas are equal. Yeah? Which has come from one grain. From the Atma, number of projections have come in one. It may be more, it may be less. We may look at it as more and less, but is it more and less? No. In everyone, the same Tattva is equal. Is there any difference? You understood the Tattva behind it. Principle. Is why Atma is a principle. Atma is not an organ. Atma is not a matter that, a handful of Atma. 1 ounce of Atma. No, we cannot say that. So identification of Atma, even though we call it as my Atma is Sambodhana has been done. Even though some of Puranas say that his Atma and my Atma, this Sambodhana is there. This addressing, this Sambodhana, this addressing has been done based on the principle of the Jiva Atma, not as the Atma. Atma is the same, the Jiva Atmas are different. Jiva Atmas are what? 2 grains of rice, definitely 2 grains of rice. They are different, is it not? 100 grains of rice, 1 kilo of rice we require. In 1 kilo of rice, how many rice grains are there? It is, even though it has come from one, they are all different. How many? 5 groups. You understood now what is that 5? They are all different. But are they different? When the Sukshma Bhava asking that are they different, they are not different. But the Sthula Bhava is asking are they different, they are different. So how many people are there, they are different? For whom? For the ones who sees the Sthula, through the Sthula eye, through Sthulata from the eye, each and every individual is different. For a Maharishi, who Tapasvi, Guru, Jnani, great noble man, who has got the great tapas, knowledge, jnanam of it, for him, every Atma is same. He is undergoing different experiences, that's all. One is in the branch here, another is in this branch. Yes. For him, this grain of rice and this grain of rice, both are same. But for you and me, these grains are different. This looks nice, this doesn't look so nice. Everything is same ultimately. All Atmas are same. You understood from this only. It has not been written here, but I am just comparing this with the Atma, so that you get the idea behind it. This is Upanishad. Now you see how beautifully he has through grain of, he didn't say the grain, he said food, Anna. This is what paragraph I read you, this is the paragraph. From here you have to derive all this. That is called Annam. So he says, they constitute that Krita. Now you understood? That means this group, constitute the Krita Yuga, Krita Loka, finish Krita Yuga. Is it not? When you identify, so what happens? Bhavatyannado bhavati. Ya evam Veda, ya evam Veda. The one who understands this is the principle for him. The Krita Yuga, evam Veda, evam Veda. This is the knowledge, that everything is same. Everything is one, ekam. Brahman Mesi. You understood now there? This is the jnanam. This has to be, no, of course everybody can listen and understand it through the small brain. That is not what is expected here. No understanding, no by heart. Repetition of that, this is called Brahman, this is one annam is equal to 150 annam coming out of it. And in each annam there is Agni, Vayu, and what is Shabdasparsha, Sarubhagambha is in. Now I know what you are told. I've already learned it. If you know it, you will be divided into 100, that's all. When you contemplate it and perceive it and experience that tattva, that's the principle of yajna actually. That's all. People are not understanding of that. The yajna kunda, in every yajna they say that, no? Pour this, pour that, agni, chanting of mantras. They are all meant to make you understand and identify the stulata, stulata, and stulata converting into the sukshmata. That's all. And in the sukshmata, nothing can be seen by the stula bhava. The stula bhava cannot see the sukshma bhava, but the sukshma bhava can see the stula bhava. Sukshma can create the stula. Stula is not the one who is creating the sukshma. So from sukshma, thousands, one small seed can create thousands and thousands of stulata from that. Will it exhaust from there? No, it doesn't exhaust. It doesn't exhaust. It keeps on. It depends upon how you create it. That's all. How many stems you can create from that. How many stems can come. And in each and every stem, how many rice grains can see. How many from one, about 10, 15 rice stems will be there. And in each one there will be 100, not less than 100 grains. They come like this. You look at it, your creation, you will wonder. Now, nobody can even think how is it happening. How from that small thin streak of that rice grain, if you have seen the paddy fields, then only you can really understand it properly. We grew up, we understand, we see. Or wheat, any. It's not necessarily rice. I'm talking rice because I see more, I have more of experience with that. It can be rice, it can be dal, it can be wheat, it can be any other grain, any other fruit. A fruit, apple tree, orange tree, mango tree. How many they come? How is it coming? Yes, we all say that, the flower will come from the flower. This will come and it will become the... Where is the flower coming? How is the flower coming? What is that? They are nothing but projection, you see. That's why that the tree projects everything. Same way, if the tree has got more and more of when it is planted and grown up in such an environment, you will find they give you more yield, more results out of it. So this is the tattva behind it. So the Krita Yuga comes out of it. These are the dishas. So when these are the dishas, these are the Dashavatara. If these are the Dashavatara, this is called the Virada. Virada means 10. What is 10? 10 is this. Right. That's why he said about the Dasha. Why? After the Dasham, there is no count, that's why. After 9, 10 is the last, and then there is no more count. After 9 is called Dasham. 9 is the count. 9 is the count. Only the count is 9. Up to 9 is only count. Then it is only repetition of this. So there is no count after that. So that which is beyond the count is called Dasham. That's why Dashavataram. What is Dashavataram? Beyond the count. Avatara beyond the count is called Dashavataram. Dashavataram is not 10 avatara. Upanishadic explanation. Dashavataram is that which is beyond the count. It's Dasham. That means numerous. Is why Dasham. Can you count Agni as 1? Vayu as 1? Is there any count in that? Prithvi as 1, Jalam as 1, Akasha as 1. Is it a count? How can you count the 5, even though I have counted 5? 5 groups. That's it. What do you mean by group? Okay. How many are there in a group? Dashavataram, beyond 9. Beyond 9 is Agni, beyond 9 is Jalam, beyond 9 is Prithvi, beyond 9 is Akasha. What is beyond 9? Dasham. Dasham is what? The principle of that which can be absorbed by the Prajapati, which can be absorbed by the Brahman is only these principles. So the Annam, what is Annam? Annam, that which is converting into these forms and being offered to the Prajapati, being offered to the Brahman, will be converted in this form and will be absorbed. In the sense, when I am offering myself, what happens then? What is that Annam? I am the consumer of that Annam. When I am the consumer of that Annam, the Sukshma Bhava of the Annam in me is being offered. That means Shabda Sparsha Rasa Rupa Gandha is being offered when I do tapasya. When I do tapasya, I am offering this. When I am offering all this, when my Shabda Sparsha Rasa Rupa Gandha is absorbed by the Brahman, what is left in me? Nothing. Neither the Sukshmata nor the Sthulata. Is called Layam with the Brahman. This is called Sannyasa. This Shabda Sparsha Rasa Rupa Gandha is the one which I am offering to the Brahman. Through the process of Annam. Brahma Arpanam. This is Brahma Arpanam. Brahman will not take rice. He will not take wheat. He will not take sugar. Shabda Sparsha Rasa Rupa Gandha. Qualities will be taken out. What is the qualities? Quality of Shabda Sparsha Rasa Rupa Gandha. What is the quality of your Shabda? What is the quality of your Sparsha? What is the quality of your Rasa? And what is the Rasa, Rupa and Gandha? What is the quality? Is there any quality in that? Can you identify? Nice Shabda. I mean, not that according to your listening. He says Shabda is Shabda. Tattva, I am talking about the Tattva, not the sound that you are hearing, is not that what I am talking. Shruti, that which comes from the Shabda. Shabda is the Tattva of the Shabda. That energy that creates that sound which you are hearing. That's called the Shabda. Does it have any quality? Does it have any color? No. Does it have any intensity? No. Nothing. It is Shabda, that's all. Is the thunder bigger than what I am speaking as far as the principle of Shabda is concerned? No. Thunder is also Shabdam. What I am speaking, the word, is also Shabda. The volume of my Shabda is different. The volume of the thunder is different. The volume of that Shabda is enlarged. The volume of my Shabda is not enlarged. That's all the difference. But both are Shabdam. When you switch on the TV, there is a Shabdam. When you increase your volume, you can hear it loud. What is that? You can hear that Shabdam loud by increasing the volume, but when the volume is low, even though Shabdam is there, but since you do not have the capacity to listen, you are unable to listen. Thunder is loud. My speaking is not loud. What is loud? Loud is an intensity of capability for you to listen. A deaf person, whether it is my speaking or the thunder, both are same for him. For both are same for him. Since you have an instrument to hear, your instrument has been set to so much of volume or ohms, and according to that you listen. So you have to adjust that volume in order to receive it to that tune. Doesn't mean Shabdam is not there or Shabdam is more. Shabda is Shabda. Your listening capacity is less and more. That's it. Got it. So which is the Tattva it is absorbed? Not your listening capacity. It's a Shabda that is received by the Brahman. You got it now? Same way, Atma is that. Atma is that without any of these qualities. You, according to your intensity of perception and absorption, you identify it differently. You identify the Shabdam as thunder and you identify a Shabdam as this. Probably for an ant, just an example. Probably for an ant who has got a smaller instrument than ours or ear, probably my talk may be a thunder. Is it not? My talk for the ant, just an example, that's all. It may be a thunder, and the real thunder when it happens, the ant cannot hear because it is beyond his capacity of instrument to hear. Those which are very high frequency we can't hear, those which are low frequency we can't hear. So for the ant, my talking may be a thunder, and the thunder may not be anything for that. Nothing is happening. I don't know what's happening. You understood now? So, what is Shabdam? Now you understand Shabdam? Same way, Shabdam, Sparsham, Rasa, Rupa, Gandha, everything has got the same explanation. Nothing different. That's all. Same way it has to be applied. That's all. Everything is that based on. So you identify it according to your intensity. That is not matter. The tattva of that is matters. Tattva. The principle of that is. So the breeze is the sparsh. Sukshma bhava of the breeze is called the sparsha. Yes. Sukshma bhava of the Agni is the Rupam. Rupam can be seen only when the light is there. Agni is there, to temperature is there, light is there. And light is created from the Agni. The tattva of that. Now when in the principle what happens? There are no convictions there. They are absolutely pure. There are no qualifications that you are deriving out of it. You are not adding to any of these things. So, the qualities of your practices, when it is transmitted or transformed into Shabda Sparsha Rasa Rupa Gandha, the Agni Vayu Jala Tattva, that's why Bhagavan said, you just offer me one pushpam, one patram, one toyam. That is good enough, because in the toyam, in the one spoon, what is that we are doing? That's all. In the puja, special spoons are created for puja, a very tiny one. One drop only it comes. The handle is too long. But what it cut? How much? One drop. In one drop, how much is the Jala Tattva? Equivalent to 7 oceans. Gange Yamuna Jeva, Godavari Saraswati, Narmada Sindhu Kaveri, Jaleswati. Agacha, Vayam. One drop. It's that. It's equal. Equivalent to 7 oceans. Jala Tattva. What are you offering to God? Not 7 hours, I like the God very much, let me bring about, I told you, some people that do Abhishek, 100 gada of let us do Abhishek, Bhagavan will be very happy. Principle is what? Principle is that Bhagavan wants tuck, the droplet of water from the Abhishekam from the Kumbha, those dhara, what we call it as dhara, drop by drop it falls. What is that? Jala Tattva is being put. The whole ocean is the same, equivalent. You see, it's not the volume. Volume is according to you, stula. For Bhagavan it is Suchmada, that is. You are offering the whole ocean by pouring one drop of it. So, somebody said, do you know that Rudra Abhisheka, for Rudra Abhisheka of Bhagavan Shiva, last time I have brought 110 liters of milk, just brought in drums and poured it on Shiva. And what happened? I am the same even today. There is no change in me. In Bhagavan there is a change. Because 110 liters he has poured, milk is poured on. What is the change? No change in me. But in daily puja in mandir, he goes a little bit up. Principle tattva. Everything according to the principle. Our complete Shabda Sparsha Rasarupa Gandha has to do the avahana in that droplet of water or in the rice, 1 grain of rice, and offer as Bhagavan to the prasadam to him. He said, that is great for me, because from that 1 grain, thousands of grains can be created. That's the principle. So 1 grain of rice offered to Bhagavan Krishna is equivalent to his lifetime annam doing the samarpana to him. What is annam? Annam is that his Agni, Vayu, Jala, Prithvi, Akasha, Tattva of him is equivalent to 1 grain because it contains everything. Shabda Sparsha Rasarupa Gandha, my principle of everything is offered to you. It's a principle. It's beautiful it is. That is what is called the Desha Avatar or Desha, Disha, 10 Dishas. What is the 10 Disha? These are the 10 Dishas. That's called the Virada. That's why Desha Avatar and Virada. Virada is the complete full, is Desha. So Bhagavan said, now if you keep on, we can keep on talking on this, we can derive more and more out of it. This is how you derive the Brahman. So, you can derive the Brahman from? You can derive the Brahman from 1 grain of annam. Is what he is telling. Please understand. It is not necessary that you have to have so many things to identify Brahman. In that 1 grain, all the things are there. So if that is there in you also, it is there. Yes. So it is that samarpanam to be done. But what happened? In the annam, that is in the absolute pure form. These tattvas in the annam is in the pure form. That's why when you take annam, you have to depend upon annam for the Panchabhutas and Panchagnis and Pancha Pranas and Panchadravyas, Panchakoshas. To be alive, you have to take this annam. Yes. For this annam, what he has to take to make himself like this? Nothing. Jalam, what is there available? Vayu available, light available. That's all Prakriti. Everything that is in the Prakriti, the grain grows and matures and becomes ready for us to eat. Do we also have the same Panchatatvas available to us. Prithvi, Jala, Akasha, Vayu, Jala, everything, Agni, everything is there. Why are we not able to absorb like that grain and become complete? If a fruit can fruit complete by itself, if a small grain can become like that, why can't we? Fruit by itself doesn't get spoiled, does it? By the external sources it gets spoiled. But we spoil ourselves. Why? Because we are not able to identify these Panchatatvas in us, and we are not able to identify this conversion of the Stulata into Sukshma Bhava. They are able to convert the Sukshmata into Stula Bhava and consist the Stula Bhava, contain that, remain in the Stula Bhava with all the Sukshmata absolutely in the pure form. Is why when you eat that grain, you get all this, all the five tattvas in you. It's not because they have all the pure form of all the tattvas. Suppose they don't have all the pure tattvas in them, will you gain the benefit of it? You say that, oh, you eat, what is that, this vegetable, you eat this rice, you eat this beans, you eat that brinjal, you eat that apple and orange, and then you get this vitamin, that vitamin. The one who himself is a vitamin, how is he growing? The one who is a vitamin, how is it growing? With whose assistance? You want assistance of all that vitamins? The orange vitamin C or lemon vitamin C. How is that vitamin C growing by itself? How is it consisting of its tattva? No, absolutely in the pure form, so that you can take it. Think about it, contemplate this. It's Brahma. Why? The pure form of vitamin is in that. Is it not? There's no mixture in that. In lemon, you take it, it's a pure form of vitamin C. Absolute Brahman. But in your thought, other than Brahman, everything is there. No? You means I am talking about the human Jivatma. Jivatma, because of the intelligence, he undergoes diversified experiences. And he destroys and maligns the purity in him. Whereas none, no animals, no plants, no grains, no fruits, no animal, nothing, no plants, they spoil themselves. The only species spoil oneself is the human. The one who destroys himself is the human. The one who adopts wrong methods of living is only the human. All others are, why? Because they are depending on absolute pure form of the Prakriti, extension of the Parabrahman, the Prakriti, pure form of Prakriti. It attains the absolute form of the Panchabhutas, which is known as the Virat. And so each and every grain, there is Ishvara. Now do you understand? Our old people, great people laugh, no? This is Hindu system. When we sit for the food, we pray. We pray to the food. We say Annam is Mahalakshmi, Annam is Ishvara, whatever name. Okay. If somebody says Lakshmi because he likes Lakshmi. Somebody says Bhagwan, so he likes Bhagwan. Okay, fine. Doesn't matter how he holds. But you have a absolute pure form of representation in that grain is why we are folding hands to Annam. So, don't you think it deserves it? Don't you think it deserves it? Absolutely, because they are the Sukshma Bhava of the Prakriti extended by the Purusha. So as good as that. Definitely deserves it. So the people were wrong. People did not understand why they are doing it. We practically do the puja, in fact. Take the jalam and then take the 3 rounds. And what is that? Again, Samarpanam. Through the jalam, for everything jalam is required. Why? Because for Samarpanam, this is a solvent. Jalam is a solvent. So Vayu is also solvent, no doubt. But jalam can be physically seen, is why jalam is kept for all the pujas and all that. Being a solvent, we offer it. So for the offering, it's better. Even Ashirvad, Shrapa, everything is given through the jala only, like this. Is it not? Through the jala. Transmission of energy through that, you see. Brahman, identification of Brahman from a small grain is what? In that grain, in that small Sukshma Bhava of the Annam, there are all the Dashavatara. Dashavatara is not the names of Vishnu of Dashavatara. It's okay, that's one part of the story. Fine. Matsya Kurma Varaha, Narasimha, that is there. What is that Matsya Kurma Varaha? When you compare it, it will come to this only. What is Matsyam? Which is in the Jala. Jiva's evolution of the Jala, from the Jala to Akasha. That's all. You see, it deviates. It is wonderful actually, I think you must keep on thinking about it, keep on reading, keep on thinking about it. But you won't get it from here, that's why I tried to explain. Now when I read, probably you will be able to connect it now. To him they did give the Annam or Bicha. To whom? To that who? The one who identifies the Annam as Brahman is called the Brahmachari. To that Shaunaka, that Brahmachari, they did give the Annam Datta Data Bhiksham. These that are 5, who? These that, what is that? Who gave him the Annam? These means what? These Annam that are 5 and different from the other group, and these that are 5, who? The Brahmachari. These that are 5 and different from the group is Annam. These that are 5 which is different from the group is Brahmachari. What is the difference between the Annam and Brahmachari? There is no difference is what he is telling. These that are different from the 5 and these that are different from the 5. So who is eligible to have the Annam? The one who both are same. Annam and he being same. We offer that Annam to him, give him that Bhiksham. Brahmachari is same. Brahmachari is also like the Annam, who has identified the Brahman and who has got the Agni, Vayu, Sparsha Rasarupa Gandha, Shabda Sparsha Rasarupa Gandha has already been offered to the Brahman, and he has become the purified Brahman, and he will absorb only Shabda Sparsha Rasarupa Gandha, because he being a Brahma Sakshatkari, he will take only that. To such a person, give that Annam, so that the right respect is provided to that annam. So, to him, that are 5 and different from the group, make together. Me and the annam make together. I am telling another dimension of it. Me and the annam make it 10. So we both together is the Dashavatara Virata. We both together is the Dashavatara Virata. Therefore, these 10 existing in 10 directions. No, without eating that, only absorbing that. We are in 10 directions. When we are in 10 directions are food indeed. Are annam. No? Indeed, it is food only. If you call it as food, it is food. Food is what? Food that which will be consumed for the purpose of these 5. That's why it is known as food. Food that is consumed for the purpose of these Pancha Tattvas is why it is known as food. From whichever thing we can produce these 5 Tattvas is food. Even from the thought, if you can create these 5, the thought is the food. That's all. From anything that can be created, these Tattvas can be created, is called the food. So, these directions, that means when that is also Tattva, so that is why Brahmachari asked, why you did not, why he is not giving me? It was his intention. So the others said that you are not it has been understood that he is not a Parabrahma Sakshatkari, he is only a fake. So the annam need not be given to him. So what do they mean by that? That means the annam should be given. We'll go back also now. We have to interpret a lot of things. You see. So the annam should be given to only to a brahmachari who identifies the Brahman, who absorbs only the quality of the tattva of the annam, not the sthula bhava of the annam. So you should offer food only to whom? To Ishvara. To brahmachari only, the one who identifies, the one who will absorb only the quality of the Brahman. The others, when they consume, what happens? From the annam, even though all the qualities are there, those qualities are taken, but the Sharira is misusing those qualities, and whatever is left out will be thrown out as waste from the body. Sthulada, you see. A sthula consuming the annam will create only sthula to excrete it out from the body, but Sukshma absorbing the annam will take only the tattvas from the annam. So, that brahmachari, if he is a fake, don't give him. When they heard him about the jnanam that is being flowing from him, understood that is that, immediately they understood their mistake. They said that Data Bhiksham, give him the Bhiksha. To whom? Because he is a brahmachari who will not eat the stulata, who is unintelligent, who will only absorb the tattvas from that. Give him that annam so that it reaches the right Brahman, it reaches the Prajapati, who is the annam. Who is the Prajapati? Prajapati is the annam, and the annam goes to the annam. Annam has to go to the annam. Annam has to go to the Agnam. Annam means Agni has to go to Agni, Vayu has to go to Vayu, Jala has to go to Jala, Prithvi has to go to Prithvi. That's called Annam has to go to Annam. So Annam has to go to Prajapati. Who is Prajapati? Prajapati is the one who is giving you the Vayu, Agni, Jalam, things and all that. From that only, this Annam of grain, whatever we call it as a grain or Annam, has come. In that there is a Sthula Bhava. The human being looking at the Sthula Bhava, consumes the Sthula Bhava, develops his Sthula Bhava and excretes the Sthula Bhava. And the Sukshma Bhava of that has been consumed for activities which is not for Brahma Sakshatkaram and Brahma Tattvam, is wasted. Whereas Tapasvi Maharshi Brahmachari, He absorbs the tattva from that for the Brahma Sakshatkaram, and Stulata he is not consuming at all, because he is no more Stulata. You understood now? Combining the previous shloka and this shloka together, so he becomes eligible. So that Bhiksham is why he has not given him Bhiksha, why he has given him Bhiksha afterwards. This is the comparison. Is why Bhiksha should be given to the nobleman. So, Bhiksha should be given to the nobleman. Why? Because that annam that remains, whatever is remains there also, will become the tattvas, panchatattvas. People say because he touched the annam, it multiplies here. Like the seed has multiplied, projected itself into hundreds of grains, same way when the tapasvi or a jnani or Brahma Sakshatkari touches the grains, the tattva in that multiplies there, increases in that. So Bhagavan says, now he goes into a lot of explanations. Now he says that this 5 can be reduced as 4. In a dice there are 4 sides. 4 are those Agni, Vayu, Jalam and Prithvi. Akasha is not there when it is 4. And that 4, in that 4, if one is kept on the ground, then only 3 are visible. So that 3 plus the previous 4 is equal to 7. Yes. That 7 plus Akasha and Vayu, this one together, 9. Beyond 9 is 10. Dasham. Now he says, out of that, then 3, if the 3-sided one, if you take, you keep one like that, there will be only 2. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. That 5 multiplied another one, 5 is equal to 10. Now he goes into like that. No, he keeps on explaining. Now here there are so many things he says. No, I just read it to you. As one die faces has got 2 figures, so also the other, fire and speech, after leaving out 2 from each group, are 2. As one has got the number 1, so also has got the other one, as vital force is 1. In this way, becoming 1, 1, 2 plus 2, like that. If you keep on adding, it will become again 10. So he says that becoming the 10 in number, they constitute that Krita. Everything he brings down to that 10, Dashavatara. Then he said ultimately here also, he said that the Krita Yuga is 4. The 4 Yugas are there. The 4th Yuga is the Krita Yuga 4. Treta is 3. And Dwapara is 2. Kali is 1. 3 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 5. 5 plus 5 is 10 is Krita. Treta, Dwapara, Kali is equal to 5. 5 is the Tattva, 5 is the Stulata, multiplied by another 5, add another 5, that's what it says here. It has already been said that the inferior number 3, Treta, 2 of the Dwapara, 1 of Kali become including the bigger number, 3 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 4, which is Krita Yuga, 4. Thus Krita becomes the eater. Krita is eating the 3, consuming 3, 2 and 1. 4 becomes the eater. Krita becomes the eater. The others are food. 3, 2 and 1. Treta, Dwapara and Kali is 1. So the numbers of the eater and the food make up 10. The numbers of eater and the food. So what is that food? How much? 4. 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6. 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6. Treta, Dwapara, Kali. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. 4, Krita Yuga is the 4. 4 is the Krita. 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. So that the 4 is the one who is consuming the 6. When the 4 has consumed the 6, the 4 has become 10. Is it not? You got it. 4 has consumed the 6, so it has become 10 instead of 4. So Krita is 10. Krita is Satyuga, Krita Yuga is a 10. So Dashavadar is 10 is what is it. It's the way of Swamiji is explaining. On the other side, air and the group of 4 starting with fire make up 5, and the vital force together grouping with the speech is called 5. Thus put together is 10. So here also the number eater and food is 10. Though as I told you, so you understood now. He's explaining in this way. I have already concised it into different ways. That is why I told you, when the food is given to the brahmachari, I put it in a different way. Same thing I put. Instead of 4, swallowing the 6 has become 10. Same way I said. What did I say? Now you have to compare. No. Don't say that, oh, this you did not tell. Don't say that. I said the brahmachari who is eligible to eat the food, brahmachari should be given the bhiksha. So the annam provided to him, and he is same. So the brahmachari is the one who should be provided with the bhiksha. So the bhiksha and the brahmachari are of the same quality. So put together is 10. Put together is 10. He is the one who is eligible to have it. Why? Because he doesn't accept the stulata from that. Only the sukshmata is taken. The one who is capable of eating is the one who is in a position to identify and understand, has the capacity to absorb the tattvas in him. The Prakriti has got the pancha tattvas. These pancha tattvas are created by the Purusha. The Purusha is the one who has projected the pancha tattvas. So when the pancha tattvas are experiencing and undergoing the experience of various function in the universe, these pancha tattvas can be absorbed only by Purusha. So in order to have that identification of beyond Prakriti status, one has to go beyond the 10, beyond the numbers, that is 10, beyond the numbers. So in order to go beyond the numbers, you have to go beyond the Pancha Bhutas and Pancha Tattvas. When you go beyond the Pancha Tattvas and Pancha Bhutas, then you are in a position to identify the creator or the Purusha, which is known as Purusha. For that, Jnanam is necessary. For Jnanam, Dhyanam is necessary. Through the Dhyanam, attainment of the Jnanam, when he becomes a Jnani, he identifies the Brahman. He identifies the Pancha Tattvas in the Annam, Pancha Tattvas in the Prakriti, Pancha Tattvas in the Sharira, Pancha Tattvas in everything, not only Annam. So everything is Annam. As far as the whole thing is concerned, everything when it becomes one, there is no classification of Sharira as different, Annam as different, Prakriti as different, mountain as different, or Jalam as different. When everything, the inherent properties of all these are all these Panchabhutas, he who has attained the Jnanam through Tapasya, through the Jnanam, through the Dhyanam, attained the Jnanam, he who has identified these Panchabhutas, everything are these Panchabhutas, he attains the Purusha, be going beyond the Prakriti. So he being the Purusha, he becomes the creator of the Panchabhutas, which is known as, he is the consumer of the Panchabhutas, who is eligible to take it. Is why he is known as the Prajapati. Got it? As the Krita Yuga is swallowing the Treta, Dwapara and Kali becomes 10, the Brahma Sakshatkari absorbs all the Panchabhutas and becomes the Purusha. Got it? Is that clear now? I think it's a difficult subject too, but it is clear. This is how it is. So everything is same. Brahmam Sarvamayam Sarvam Brahmamayam. Brahmam Khalvidam Sarvam Khalvidam Brahmam. Now that is the meaning of it. Now you want it? which is not Brahman. So from all this we have to identify Brahman instead of binding ourselves with the stulata and forgetting the sukshmata of the path. I think this should be good enough for you to think if you are serious, suppose. For 1 year. If it is not, even 1 minute is not required after this. Understood everything.